program or that of the speaker and do not necessarily represent or reflect the views of any entities they may represent. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Is your mic on?
It is on.
Whoa! What's up, everybody? This special episode of the Truckin Dad Chronicles here on a Saturday night. Since I'm off work now, Sunday and Monday, and we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. I think we're going to do Thursday nights at 6. But anyways, we got Bubba here with us tonight. Bubba, say hi to everybody.
Hello. Oh, okay. It is working.
Oh, sorry, bud. Hey,
Yeah.
Flip that light on right there in front of you, that little lamp. It's just a push button there. Middle, bottom. There we go. Hey, we can see you now.
I want to go back in the dark.
Want to go back in the dark?
Yeah, I want to go back in the dark.
That's all right. You're not going back in the dark tonight. So anyways, we've had a hell of a week with everything going on as far as this school shooting down in Texas. First of all, wait a minute. I want to say thanks to Bubba for my hat. He picked this up in Dublin when he was on his business trip. There we go. We'll brighten it up. I'll model a little bit there. See? Nice little beanie cap. Definitely wear that to work and piss somebody off, I'm sure.
Straight from the brewery.
That's right. Straight from St. James Gate, right?
Yes, it was. Beautiful, beautiful place. I mean, you couldn't ask for Ireland be any more gorgeous than what it is, man.
Oh, tell me. I'm jealous still.
The thing about it is, too, they're so nice there in Ireland. Like the Irish people, they will drink your ass off.
Well, of course they will.
But they'll be your best friend until you piss them off. Then they'll want to fight.
Yeah.
But
Sounds about right.
the French are assholes. I got to say that.
Well, yeah, we knew that. French people were fuckheads. You know, we met a guy from Wales on our trip down to Mexico. His name was Scott. This dude loved Aiden. He was from Wales. Nice guy. I don't know. His accent was super thick, though. Like, you could barely understand what he was saying. But Aiden said, "What's your name?" And he said, "Scott," you know, that real thick Wales accent. And Aiden goes, "Scott?" He mimicked him. It was hilarious. So anyways, gun control is what I wanted to talk about, because all these fucking liberal nutbags are throwing a fit right now about gun control because of what happened down in Texas, which is a tragedy.
Dude, that's not a tragedy. That's horrible. I mean,
yeah, it is. It's a tragedy. It's sad. It's sad what happened.
It's not even, you can't even put it in words on how bad it is.
No, it's disgusting what happened. But gun control is not the answer. And I'm just going to say that right now. No matter what, criminals are going to get guns, you know?
Right. But the fact that the kid went and bought it on his 18th birthday. Now, I'm just saying this, Bill, just as a person that even enjoys his guns, loves his guns, all that stuff. Don't you think it should be a little bit harder to get a gun on occasion? Not for you.
No, I think that the background check system is what it is, and people hide things, you know? I mean, that guy hid everything about him from everybody. You know, obviously he wasn't, I mean, there's no way, no matter what you do, people can hide things, and people hide things are not going to be able to be seen, you know? If he's never been convicted of a crime, if he's never been in jail, if he's never been committed, you know, to a sane asylum, then how the fuck are we supposed to know that this guy's nuts?
Don't disagree with you.
That's my big issue is you can't tell. There's no way to know who's crazy and who's not. I mean, I could be a fucking whack job and you would never know.
No.
But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, I could be. You could, you know, and you would never know, and I could go buy a gun tomorrow and do something stupid with it.
Well, yeah, but here's my question to you. And this is where I've been thinking about this. If you had delayed a week, even 3 days with that gun, would you still commit that crime?
There's always that question, but you can never answer that question.
But I mean, what I'm getting at is,
No, I see. I understand what you're saying.
no, my biggest question
Give somebody
is,
time to think. I get it.
well, and just, do you need that rifle? Do you need that pistol? Do you need whatever that day? And if you need it that day, I think we got a little bit of a question mark.
Not necessarily. What if you want to go hunting that day and you just fucking lost your rifle and say your house got fucking robbed and you're on your way to a hunting trip and you want to go buy a gun? Do you think you should have to wait?
Yeah. I mean, dude, if it saves kids' lives,
it's not going to save anybody's life, because the people that are going to wait on those guns are going to say, fuck that gun. And they're going to go to the black market and buy a gun. That's what's going to happen. I'm not reading the comments right this second. Sorry.
I'm looking over them right now. And
you looking there?
Yeah. But
Gail, no, that an AR-15 shoots a 223-5.56 NATO round. That gun, or excuse me, that round is shot in multiple platforms of weapons, including long guns that look like an AR-15. AR-15 is nothing more than a platform. It's not the round. An AR-15 is a semi-automatic weapon. It doesn't matter. You can buy what the fuck? Any other kind of weapon that shoots the same round, it's going to do the same damage. Doesn't matter. So no, I completely disagree with banning the AR-15. That's a complete waste of fucking resources.
But like I said, could we wait on it? Like an AR, I don't mind someone owning one. You, Bill, do you have one?
No.
Okay. So, but you know people that do, correct?
No. I plead the fifth.
Okay. I know people that own AR-15s. All right.
They're devils.
Yes, they are. But I'm kidding. Dude.
I know.
But the thing about it is, for an AR, do they need it the same day?
Why? I mean, but why hold it? Hold on a minute. Let me see. Assault weapons should not be used by everyday people. You don't even need those for hunting. Have you ever hunted before in your life? Question mark. That's what I'm asking you right now. Have you ever hunted before in your entire life? Don't tell me what I need to hunt with. If you've never been out there in the field hunting and never shot anything, don't tell me what I should or shouldn't be hunting with.
Well,
I can hunt with whatever I feel like. In Ohio, I can't legally hunt with a rifle. I cannot shoot a deer with a rifle. It has to be a shotgun. What is it? Shotgun muzzle loader. And then they have the pistols. I think the
high end,
the high caliber pistols or whatever they are. I don't know the walls. I don't hunt. But with that being said, you can go to Indiana and you can shoot deer with a rifle. If Biff was in here, he could actually probably comment on that.
Yeah, where is he off to?
He lives in Indiana now, so he knows the laws over there. But you know, when the forefathers wrote the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and they wrote the Second Amendment, they had different weapons back then, is what everybody argues. Yes, they did. But the point of the Second Amendment of the Constitution was not written for hunting. Just actually, Chris just said that. The point of the Second Amendment was so the people could rise up against the government if they became tyrannical.
Correct.
So and, I mean, the government has no right to control what we buy, when we buy it, if we buy it. It's just like pot.
I understand.
It's just like pot. Alan Armbr. Yeah, thank you for tagging Alan. He knows the laws in Kentucky, or not Kentucky, Indiana. But Gail, muskets, yes, that's what they had back then. But those were the technology at the time was what they had. But the whole point of the Second Amendment is to protect the people from the government. Because the government is tyrannical. They knew that writing those words, that one day this government would be what it is today, and they would be coming after everybody.
Okay, well, here's a question for you, Bill. This is where we're going to go with this. This is an honest to God question. What do you want to do to help the situation? Because you got a kid, you got your little boy, and you got another one. Does anybody know? Did you make it official?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You have another one on the way. You know, they're going to go to schools. They're going to go places and things like that. What do you want to do to fix it so your kid would never have that happen to him?
There's nothing you can do.
But you can't just say that, man.
But I can't say that because there's literally nothing you can do to fix that problem. Because if somebody wants to commit a heinous crime, such as kill a fucking bunch of kids, If they don't buy the gun legally, they're going to go to their dealer down the street and buy one anyway.
That's why I'm talking to you.
That's the whole thing. It's like criminals don't care about laws anyway.
Right. We all know that. We understand that.
Gun control laws only hurt the people that follow the law.
I understand, but my thing is throw out something. You know what I mean? We got to have that discussion. You know, something that you think that would help the situation.
There's nothing you can do to help it because criminals are going to be criminals no matter what. And that's it. There needs to be tighter security in schools. Lock doors from the outside or from the inside, especially during school hours. Yeah, I agree with that. They could do more to protect the kids in school. And you have to agree with that, being Washington Courthouse. We know they don't have resource officers here.
Well, Courthouse doesn't, but Trace does.
Trace does now, I know.
And Courthouse, for some reason, has not decided to do it. But here's the thing about it. Just what and that's where I always play, you know, that devil's advocate thing. What can we do to help stop it? So I don't want to see this happen anymore. I mean, you're talking about 10-year-olds, man, innocent kids. And that's what kills me.
Let me say this real quick in the comments. So I want Gail to read this word for word, since it seems like she's against firearms, not fires, but AR-15s. The Second Amendment of the Constitution reads this way: a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, I get it.
Right.
Actually, she brought up a valid point. Veterans retired in the school.
Doesn't have to be veterans. It can be anybody that's been trained in firearms, that's been vetted and has been security checked and everything else to do that job. It doesn't have to be veterans. It can be anybody.
Well, but what she's getting at with that whole thing is there's a lot of veterans that need that job. That it would be a great job for. It
would be if, but then again, you got to remember, and God bless our veterans, because it is Memorial, the ones that paid the ultimate sacrifice, obviously, this Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, beautiful weekend.
But there's a lot of veterans that have came back from overseas that have been diagnosed with PTSD that they can't even legally own firearms. So they need to be background checked, same as everybody else. Well, so anyway, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. That right there means that those guns they're not meant for hunting. They are meant to protect you from the government. The government said that in the beginning. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed.
And we're not wanting to infringe on it. We're wanting to just make it that little tiny bit to where it's easier to work with. You know what I mean?
If we make it easier to work with, see,
as in to go ahead and get that little bit where somebody gets that second where they stop what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
I did not mean to do that at all. I'm sorry. There was a bug crawling on my mixer.
Thanks for agreeing with me, Bill. Appreciate that.
No, I mean, this is going to be a conversation that goes on for years and years and years. And the fact of the matter is, unless we have an entirely loaded core with Democrats, Supreme Court, it's never going to change. And no matter how much the president pushes for it, it's never going to change because the people stand up and go fucking crazy. So what we need to fucking figure out is securing our children a little bit stronger in the schools. I think that's a big deal. But
it's not even schools, just schools, man. It's, grocery stores.
I mean, you can look anywhere in the country, like in England, they don't have guns, but you have mass stabbings. Okay. So they have an assault knife.
Yeah, but they're not killing everybody.
They're killing a lot of people, though. They're running through a grocery store and cutting people's throats.
I know.
It's 6 1, half a dozen the other. Murder is murder. Death is death, no matter what. Whether it's an adult, kid, it doesn't matter. A loss of life is a sad thing. But man, we've got to. That made us look a lot bigger, didn't it? We'll keep it like that.
Yeah, don't get that close to my fat face.
All right, let's see. Wayne Rice. Prior to the invention of the firearm, people killed one another with arrows, spears, swords, knives, or rocks. A human pulls a trigger, period. A firearm is a benign as a banana until the individual makes a conscious choice to cause harm to another individual. AR-15, hunting rifle, target pistol, sword, knife, or rock. You can't argue with the logic.
Correct. So what do we do to fix the other part of that?
I guess retroactive abortion when they turn 13. If they're not a contributor to society, kick them the fuck out. just like Dan Cook said.
Uh,
Oh man. Yep. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Reg. All right.
Those children couldn't even be identified. They had to be identified by DNA. And that same damage could have been done with a knife. They could have cut their faces off with a knife.
Well, since we're on that subject, and I do have a question for you, Bill.
Sure.
If you were a parent outside of that school and the cops weren't going in, like they said that there's been multiple reports of that.
I don't know about all that, but go ahead.
How pissed would you have been?
Well, me being the individual that I am, and 99% of the time I'm armed, I probably wouldn't have stood there.
I mean, there were guys that were armed that were trying to get in, but the cops were pushing them back and threatening them to arrest them.
Okay, if my kid's in that school and there's a fucking idiot in there going rampage on somebody, I'm getting in the motherfucker.
But that's what I'm asking. Like that's the reason why I like asking you.
We're going to be going to the trunk of my car and picking up what's back there in the back.
No, right. That's the reason why I'm asking.
Fuck all that. That's bullshit. If that actually happened, fuck those cops. I don't say that lightly because I definitely respect police officers because I was one.
Well, no. And that's the thing about it.
But fuck them.
That's the reason why I've seen the reports across the board. It's not just CNN or whatever, it's across the entire board that they were delayed up to 40 minutes getting in. Dude, I went through active shooter training.
Oh, Jesus. That's sad. Go ahead.
Dude, active shooter training. You don't care who else is there with you. You go in. You're the first one in. You go in.
I've been through it too. I know.
And I don't, just to me, it drives me crazy. But anyway, let's change subject. Let's get something a little bit lighter going on. Go ahead.
You want more?
No, just I thought you were going to do it anyway. And I was like,
no, I'm going to wait till you finish what you got.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize.
I haven't had, this is good stuff. Anybody likes Scotch, Glen Moray.
Oh, dude.
It's a single malt. It's very good. It was aged in a Chardonnay cask. It's very delicious.
See if I can find it. There we go. That's something that you would love to have.
What is that, poutine?
No, dude, that is a sampling of all different Jamesons at here, maybe I can put like that.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. That was in a bar that was also a restaurant that was in an old Catholic church in Dublin, Ireland.
Hey,
dude,
you know what? You can say what you want about Catholics. Them sons of bitches know how to party.
Well, they're quite interesting, but the really messed up thing with it is, I don't know if you can see that, Bill. Do you know what that is? That is a grave marker. That was right next to my table.
That's kind of cool. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about my wife and my child's fucking experience entering our country as American citizens. Wow.
It's a mess.
What a fucking shit show we encountered at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport.
Never go through there, man.
Never again. I'll never fly Spirit Airlines again, ever, for one.
Buses does.
Lindsay sent me a private message.
Oh. But anyone that is traveling through internationally, do not go through southern Florida to come back into the United States. Go to New York. Go anywhere you can.
I'll tell you, man. So let me go ahead and just tell the story real fast. So I know you've already heard it.
Uh-huh.
So we flew from Cancun. Now this is all on Spirit Airlines. We flew from Cancun to Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, which is in Broward County, Florida, which is just north of Miami for those of you that are geographically challenged. We get there. First of all, Spirit sucks balls. We actually left Cancun about 40 minutes late, I believe it was. They're never on fucking time, apparently. We left there late. And then we got to Fort Lauderdale. We landed, which was a rough fucking landing in general. It was must have been a lot of thermals or something. It was fucking rough.
Well, like the touchdown was rough, or
No,
the last little bit of the approach?
From starting the descent until touchdown was
Well, that's Florida in general.
Nightmare.
There's just so much heat on the ground that it's
bad air.
Yeah.
So anyways, we get there on the ground. They taxi to the gate. They get to the gate and they come across the speaker and they say, the captain says, sorry to inform you, but Customs has told us we can't deplane at the present time. They're saying the delays will be 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, 5 or 10 minutes, fine. We can deal with 5 or 10 minutes. Well, my friend, it was not 5 or 10 minutes. It ended up being 40 minutes yet again. We sat on this fucking airplane for 40 minutes waiting for them to whatever. At this point, we didn't know what was going on. So finally, they let us off the plane. We get so there's like a big hallway that you walk down to get to the escalators to go to the baggage claim now where Customs is.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in this hallway and Lindsay had to pee. You know, her pregnant ass had to go pee because pregnant women pee a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets down there and she's standing there talking with the Broward County deputy sheriffs, which hats off to those guys. They're pretty cool. They were really nice to her and stuff, you know, whatever. And this line is probably 2 planes worth of people that we're in.
Okay. So you're talking, just say 300 people.
Probably 250 to 300 people. It's that long. They're blocked off at the end of this gate, at the end of this hallway. And they're not letting anybody through. So what happened was Broward County deputy told Lindsay that what happened is they had changed their system in which they were letting people in or whatever through Customs. And they had done a whole bunch of different remodeling and stuff. Typically, when you go back in the country, you know how you go into Customs, you get checked, your passport is checked, and you go grab your baggage.
Yeah.
And then you go recheck your bags if you don't get pulled for secondary, right?
Right.
Well, at Fort Lauderdale now, you go do a baggage claim first. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. You get your bags, you push them all the way through them fucking maze things, you know, all the way through all that. You're pushing your bags. Then you get to the customs officer who checks your passports. You know, basically grills you, why have you been out of the country? What are you doing out of the country? You have COVID, blah, blah, blah. You know, they're like questioning you about why you were gone, being pricks. And finally you get through. But from when we got inside in that line to when we got to the customs officer was over an hour. Well over an hour, I believe. Lindsay could probably back me up on that. I don't know exactly, but it was a long fucking time. Our flight home from Fort Lauderdale was leaving at 6:09 p.m. We literally got to the recheck counter at it was like 20 minutes before that time. So what, 49?
Yeah, something
around there, 45, 49 in there. So anyway, the deck at the counter, I asked the guy, I said, hey man, we're gonna miss our flight. I need to get up to that counter because there's a big long line. Basically, this fucking guy's like, I don't care. Okay, fuck you. All right. Well, some other guy in the line, black dude, he heard me. He said, hey man, come on up here. He was like almost in the front. He said, get up here, get your bags, man. I got plenty of time. He said, screw him, you know, whatever. Just get up here and do your thing. So I went up there and went ahead of everybody, checked my bags, tried to check my bags. The Spirit guy argued, I can't take your bags. Well, what the fuck do you mean you can't take my fucking bags?
Why?
Oh, well, they'll never make it to the plane. Your plane leaves in 20 minutes. They'll never make it. I'm like, then fucking make it, motherfucker, you know? So he gets shitty with me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was yelling. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you can't take my fucking bags? Like, explain to me why in the fuck you can't take my bags. Well, I'm on a timeline here. Yeah. I'm trying to make my flight. I've got a pregnant wife. I got a fucking screaming kid. I want to fucking go home, motherfucker. Take my bags. Well, he wouldn't take them. He goes, you have to go to the other ticket counter. So I ran to the ticket counter where there's a whole bunch of people checking in anyway for their flight, right? Because you're outside of security at this point because you got to go back through TSA because, you know, you exit the airport. So I get to the ticket counter and there's a long fucking line. I said, fuck it. I just walked right up to the motherfucker. I cut in front of everybody. Didn't give a fuck at all. I said, check my bags. And the guy's like, can't check your bag. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you can't check my fucking bag? Again. And then somebody else down the way heard me. And they're like, what flight's he on? And they said, he's going to Columbus. And then the guy's like, oh, okay, you can check their bags. Okay. So we just wasted like 5 more fucking minutes of that. Then we had to go back through TSA again, which took fucking forever because Fort Lauderdale is notoriously fucking slow.
Very.
Oh, fuck. Well, They told us we were in the wrong terminal,
Mm-hmm. It's like Port Columbus where it's split off.
but we weren't in the wrong terminal. The girl said we were. We weren't. There we go. And
Better.
yeah. So I finally get through security. We get all through security. We're like running, kind of, to the gate, which we found out was we were at G1 and we were like right at like G10 or something. But they said we had got to go to a different terminal. Oh, go this way, make a right, and follow that all the way down to Terminal 4. Oh, no, wrong, completely wrong. We were there. So we make it to the gate, run up the gate, and we say, hey, we're here. Don't shut the door. Guess what? Motherfucker was delayed 40 minutes. Nobody told us that the fucking flight was delayed.
Oh, you didn't get a notification?
Didn't get a notification. Spirit? Nobody did. In the whole, we talked to some people who were in the line with us. They didn't get a notification either.
So my question is, when we came back from the Dominican for your wedding, you know, many years ago, we're all old now.
Yeah.
When we came back, we didn't have to leave and go back out to the airport. You got put back into the airport. Why did you have to leave the airport and go back through security?
You don't leave the airport, but you leave
the secure area. That's what I'm getting at.
I don't know. That's how it is now. Every time we've flown anywhere.
Really?
Yeah. If you have to recheck your bag. Yeah. Even we were in Dulles last year. I think we flew through Dulles. Yeah. We flew through a lot of places. It's all the same now.
Really? That's amazing to me.
I'll tell you what, hats off to Columbus though, because we did fly a charter flight last year, 2 years ago, to Mexico. And we flew direct from CMH to Cancun and back. And the customs at Columbus was like a breeze.
Oh, these guys up here are very, very good.
They were quick, smooth, just in and out.
When we come back from Canada, they're very easy. Now, granted, we got CAN Pass, which gets us in and out very easily because of the flying thing. Whereas you go down and even when we go to Miami, it is a different. We discussed this in great detail. Miami, we have to, usually they just come on the airplane. We hand them our passports. I'm still programming boxes and getting stuff ready for the flight. They hand my passport back to me and they're like,
he said boxes
in the cockpit. Anyway, and they'll hand it back to me. Can we see your face? And I turn back. They look at me and they'll say, you're good. And that's it.
So let me hold on a minute. Do you refer to it as a cockpit or a flight deck?
It depends on where we're what contacts we're in. I mean, really. Usually we just refer to it as who's sitting on the left, who's sitting on the right.
Right, but in the proper terminology for an aircraft such as the one you fly or a Airbus A319 that we were flying, a flight deck,
it can be referred to as either or. The cockpit is referred to usually more of a fighter jet type thing.
Right.
The flight deck, because you have multiple people, you can actually have a, flight engineer in there too. So that's the reason why they changed it. Yeah, they still got them, dude. Like some of these planes still have 3-man crews.
747s.
Oh, it's 777s.
777s. Yeah, I don't know much about those anymore.
They big airplane. They go fast.
Yeah. I'm trying to tag people because I tagged earlier. I'm tagging again. Everybody's listening. Tag people. If you tag people, I love you for it. Just share this broadcast there, this live, and just tag as many people as you can. Aiden went into the oh yeah, he did. He got to go on the flight deck. He wanted to tell the pilots they did a good job landing, and man, they loved him. They took him right up on there, let him sit in the fucking right seat and push buttons and shit
for Spirit.
Yeah,
okay. Because usually their pilots, they got one of the best contracts.
That's what you said the other day.
They can cancel a flight and they still get paid for it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Rumor, I never heard it for sure.
Fuck where I work at. If one of your loads gets canceled, you don't get fucking paid.
See, I get paid per day. So no matter what, whether I fly or not, I get paid.
If you're away from home, you're getting paid.
Yes.
That's good.
Like when I was in Ireland, Billy,
Yeah, whatever. I need nose spray. I can't breathe. Well, everybody calm down on the whole gun control thing. So anyways, we finally get to the gate, find out our flight's been delayed 40 minutes. and we're all hungry at this point. We didn't really have time to sit down and eat, so there was a Burger King.
Oh, who had diarrhea?
So I said, Lindsay, go grab us some food. Here's, I gave her the money and the card. I took Aiden into the bathroom to change his diaper because he'd been sitting in his piss for 2.5 hours on the airplane. So we went and changed his diaper, came back out. She still hadn't got the food yet. She'd already ordered it. So we ordered 2 double Whoppers because they didn't have single Whoppers.
Really?
No, I only had doubles. Charged more money. 2 double Whoppers, 1 chicken sandwich, 2 large fries, 2 bottles of water, and a chocolate milk.
Ooh, you had a $50 bill.
Yes, we did. 40 and some change. Yeah, ridiculous. That's right. It was absolutely ridiculous. So we got the food, completely just disgusting. Finally got the food. It took, I don't know, by the time I got the food and we had that extra 40 minutes, by the time I sat down to eat, they were boarding.
Oh,
and almost done. So Lindsay, we took the food on the plane, but it was so covered in mayo that the buns were soggy. It was gross. She actually called and complained about it. Hopefully we get something back from them because fuck them. That's why.
Dude,
and
it's Burger King. What else do you expect?
Well, I mean, historically Burger King's not bad.
Dude, I cannot stand Burger King. They just always, it's the greasiest food of them all. I'd rather go Chick-fil-A any day.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is good. So we finally get there. Lindsay, and so at this point, her feet are all swollen and she's all fucked up and, from being pregnant or whatever. And we ask for a wheelchair when we get back to Columbus because we were all the way at the fucking end of B36.
Okay, you were at the very left end. Okay, I know where you were.
The right.
The right, okay.
If you're walking toward it, yeah, the right. They didn't even attempt to bring a wheelchair.
And who did you fly with?
Exactly, Spirit. So we're walking back, and there's one of those guys in the golf cart,
Yeah.
I literally had to step in front of this guy, get him to stop. Really. Now that's an airport employee or FBO, whatever you want to call it.
Well, unless you're old and elderly, then they'll stop for you immediately. But yeah,
right. I say, man, I said, my wife, she's pregnant, her ankles are fucking fucked up. She needs a ride. And he literally basically just said, I've got 3 other people to pick up. This is bullshit. And that's what he said. So my wife, being the crazy Long Island Jew she is, basically told him to fuck off in a few words. Yeah. They have contracted wheelchair people. It's not Spirit employees who wheel people. Yeah, so that guy was super fucking rude. Stupid fucking ginger prick. She already called the airport and complained about him too. So our trip to Mexico was enjoyable, extremely. We had a great time, but the flight home, the journey home was a fucking nightmare.
There's a reason why I always say United or Delta are the 2 that you want to fly with.
We always usually fly United.
Or American. American, I will say, has gotten a lot better in the past great while.
I haven't flown American in a long time, but I've flown United a lot. Yeah, she went off on this guy so badly in that phone, the fucking golf cart, it made Aiden cry.
He hasn't gotten the full experience yet.
Made Aiden cry. Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. That sucked, man. That was just, I don't know. Spirit, let me say this. I say I'll never fly Spirit again, but I would. It wasn't Spirit's fault about what happened at customs. It wasn't Spirit's fault that nobody showed up to wheel her because it's contracted, obviously through the airport. Spirit themselves, the people, the flight attendants, the crew, they were nice. They were good. And I would never complain about them. Now their lack of caring of their on time percentage rates.
Oh God, yes.
Is awful, but they're not bad. That's why I just said, sweetheart. Our flights there were great. We had no problem. They weren't even delayed. We got there early.
Yeah,
believe it or not. We changed planes in Orlando, and I mean, literally, got off the airplane, walked 4 gates down. We were there. We had plenty of time, but our flights back were just horrendous. So
Southwest is good too.
Never flown Southwest.
You never flown Southwest? Okay. So Southwest is different completely. All right.
That's what Lindsay's mom always flies.
So when you are going up to, when they call whatever you want to line up, however you want to say it, it's by numbers. It's not by groups. So it'll be like group A 1 through 30, then group B 1 through 30. So if you're in that group A, you're going to get any seat, and there's no assigned seat anywhere. You can sit wherever you want to.
Isn't it about?
Oh, lost you.
Sorry, I had my mic off. I was too nice. Isn't it about don't just like where you check in, ask the number, you get assigned to like pick your seat or whatever?
Yeah, just if you're 1 through 30A, you get a seat. You can sit up in the front as close as you want to,
right?
Or you can sit in the back, wherever you need to be at. So it is what it is. Then, you know, the further back you get, the bad thing about it is everybody always takes the aisle or the window seat. So as you're in the further back, you're sitting in the middle. You know it's coming that way. So what, do you see something interesting?
No, I'm just reading messages here.
Oh. Was Lindsay talking dirty to you again?
No, God, no. No. No, I've never flown them before. I can't say much. Oh, she sent me a post. Let's see here. 112 years ago in 1907, our great-grandparents were first able to buy the rifle Picture, which is a semi-automatic Winchester model 1907. This is a gun they could buy from a Sears catalog and have delivered via U.S. Post. It is a semi-automatic, high-power center-fire cartridge rifle with detachable, high-capacity magazine. About 400,000 semi-automatic rifles were produced before World War II. Civilians had hundreds of thousands of these for 40 years, while U.S. soldiers were still being issued old-fashioned bolt-action rifles. The 1907 fired just as fast as an AR-15 or an AK-47. Excuse me, AK-47, and the bullet, a 351 Winchester, is actually larger than those fired by the more modern-looking weapons. Let me say real quick, I didn't say this, an AR-15, Chris said that a musket that Gail was talking about, a musket would definitely put a bigger hole in you than a 5.56 round, which is very true. Musket balls, you know, could be as big as my thumb. An AR-15 round, a 5.56 NATO or a 223 round. Did you know that you can actually fire a 22 caliber rimfire cartridge through the same barrel?
Yeah,
they're that small.
Yeah,
they shoot faster.
By the way, Lindsay,
it's subsonic and supersonic. There's a difference.
Did you see her message? Her last message?
Oh yeah. We're gonna do a lucky number 7 vow renewal in Vegas with Elvis. Yeah.
When are we doing?
So it'll be next
for
2 years.
I was gonna say I thought it was 4 or 5 now.
We're coming. So we're in 5 right now. Yeah, 1/2 inch in diameter. Yeah. We're in 5 now, so next year will be 6. The baby will be here. Will be 6. The baby will be just over a year old by the time we hit 7.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a Vegas vow renewal. So anybody that's listening, you're invited. Come on down.
Oh, bugger! It's so good to see him out roaming around.
It's Mr. Bougere. Oh, coming on 5 in February. Sorry.
Got you in deep shit now.
No, it's true. Yeah, 5. It's 23. Yeah. Yeah, man. Bubba, Booger, you should come down sometime, man. I know you have to work, but just, come down and hang out and talk to us, drink some whiskey. You're more than welcome anytime you want to be here, bud. Let's see. Anyways, let me continue. Hey, Adam Zabari, man. Glad to hear from you in the big state of New York, where there's no guns allowed at all, and there's lots of mass shootings there too. So glad you're here, Mr. Zabari. Happy birthday to your daughter, big number 3 today. I see. I love to. Yeah, anytime, Brandon. Seriously, let me know. We're trying to start 6:00 p.m. on Thursdays. So anytime you want to come down, please. Like the old days, we can be on microphones. No problem, man.
You need to get a drum set out if he's going to be around.
Hey, why drums is over the house? No. We're not playing music. That's long gone.
Oh,
anyways,
whiskey in your body, you'll be fine.
I got a little buzz right now. I ain't gonna lie. 1907 fired I know Long Island's full of good Americans, buddy. I do. I know that. I was giving you hell. You guys need to come visit us sometime when these kids aren't sick, and we can actually maybe go out and shoot some fucking guns. Even though I don't own an AR-15. So, anyways, the only functional difference between the 1907 and the controversial and much feared AR-15 is the modern black plastic stock. The semi-auto so-called assault rifle is 110 years old. It isn't new in any way. The semi-auto rifle was not a weapon of war. The government made it a weapon of war 40 years after civilians had them. Yeah, very true. I had an SKS. I got rid of it. I didn't like it very well. The 7.62 round was 7.62 by 3.9, and isn't that correct? I believe. So, anyways. Yeah, so don't fly Spirit unless you want to be delayed, and that's where we went with that.
Can I tell you a funny story real quick? I just heard it just a second ago.
Go ahead.
And Mandy just posted online, which Lindsay, I'm hoping, is seeing it at this point in time. Mandy just ordered pizza. I guess it was Donato's. I don't know exactly where it was. And as she was getting handed the pizza, she said, "Thank you. Love you."
She told the pizza guy that she loved him?
Yes, she did.
Oh, how's that make you feel?
I guess there was another guy at some point in time in my life.
Does that make you sad?
Hey, I guess it should rather have a guy that goes ahead and brings her pizza than a guy that takes her places.
Typical Fayette County woman, I guess.
It's all right. No big deal.
Okay, you said Donato's?
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, Donato's.
Okay. Well, I'm more of a super sport fan myself.
Ooh.
What?
By the way, I have not done that sub thing that you did at
Cappy's?
Yeah, I still haven't done that.
The big Cappy? I was the first one to do it.
Yeah, I know. Is your picture still hanging up in there, or did they take it down?
I don't know. I know my name's on the wall.
What was the other one we tried doing a long time ago?
It was over in Dayton. It was I forget now.
The sub house.
Yeah.
And it was, you had to eat it as fast as you could. The big sub or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a big steak sub or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And then I think we were going to do something up in Columbus at one time. Was it the Ohio Deli?
The Dagwood.
Yeah, the Dagwood.
The Dagwood's equivalent to what Kyler has at Capuana's.
Okay.
Basically, it's the same thing, except the Ohio Deli uses shittier meat. Kyler uses boar's head.
Okay.
So, hey, I'm telling you, man, it's a good sandwich. I'll plug that. I'll plug them Capuana's Corby Delicatessen in Washington Cross, Ohio. If you're ever around, check it out. They got some good subs. You got some good pasta salad, tater salad. They got good donuts. We get good everything. Check them out. Yeah, Mandy, you said I love you to the pizza guy. It's cheers. Jesus Christ. Wait, I wish she would jump in here and I want to ask her why she said I love you to the pizza guy.
Well, she posted online and she sent it to me. Because of course, Addison's the one that had to tell me about it, her daughter.
No, that's funny.
Oh, there it is. My kids ask me why I say I feel like I'm getting old sometimes.
Probably some fucking 18-year-old little prick.
Yeah, he probably was. He was probably like, "What did you say?"
She said Freudian slip. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I'm going to get so much shit for this.
That's hilarious. They actually went by your dad's house today. We were over in Bel Air there.
Oh, you went over past Kenny K?
I did, and I did notice that his yard is very OCD, just like him.
No. He doesn't mow his yard anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, he pays somebody to do it.
Well, I wouldn't want to mow his yard.
Now, his house, I purposely go in and move things every time I'm in there.
Maybe she thought it was Biff. Remember when he delivered for Pizza and Motion? Oh, God. Yes, he did. Oh, man. He used to do it. Remember that old fucking, what did he have? He drove that Nissan Stanza or something, wasn't it? Some ugly ass little white fucking car.
All I remember is the Thunderbird.
Oh, he had the T-Bird, the red T-Bird. That car was cool. I'd actually love to have one of those, like turbo coupe. He had that. And then he had that Ford F-150. He had that Nissan Stanza, a little white car that was about the same size as the old. What did you have? The old Accord?
Yeah, the old Accord. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The one with the seatbelt that would come back and choke you as it came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, that one was a horrible, horrible.
He used to deliver pizzas in Aaron's old Camaro.
Oh yeah, I remember him doing that.
Remember, he
now.
used to every once in a while in Aaron's Camaro too.
I just remember you would call him and ask him if he could get you a pizza on occasion. That's
Yeah,
all I
he'd usually
remember.
bring him when we were smoking pot.
Yeah. Well, I never did. I was a good little boy.
Bullshit. Yeah, he would bring us pizzas when he got off work.
Speaking of which, Brandon, now that you're bringing that up,
Oh, man.
every vehicle I was in Ireland, every vehicle was a manual.
Yeah, because they know how to fucking drive. Oh, talking about driving.
Oh God, here comes the trucker.
I'll tell you something that terrified the fuck out of me the other day. You want more?
If I'm gonna be here, we might as well keep on going.
Well, I'm about out of ice, but
Well, we can. All we gotta do is make a call.
No, Aiden's sick. No. He's upstairs. Okay, I am getting drunk. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, I haven't seen Billy like this for a while. This is fun. See what fucked up things we can get him to say.
I got one more drink left for me.
Oh, he was not cute. Mandy just said that.
Over
Yeah.
my potato chip chewing. She's eating those salt and pepper chips I bought her.
From where?
I got them from up at the Sunny Maple.
Oh, dude, best place in the world to ever go get a sub.
Who's gonna have diarrhea?
fat.
What are you talking about? You talking to Mandy eating Donatos? I think she is. So Aiden's been sick. So we got home from Mexico.
Could be talking about you because you're drinking so much.
No, that won't give me diarrhea. So we got home. Aiden was fine. We left Mexico yesterday. I had to go pick up a couple garage door springs in Columbus. He wasn't acting right. He was acting sick. We got home. He was sick, and he was saying his stomach hurt. So I had to work today, and I had to go to bed at approximately 6:45, 7 o'clock to
Right after I talked to you yesterday.
Basically, I was trying to get to bed. He was super sick. He sat in my bed watching TV, and all of a sudden, bleh, everywhere.
Was it like poltergeist?
Oh God, it was bad, man. And strawberries and chicken fingers and oh God, it was bad.
Was it just one side or was it the other pooplosion too?
No, it was just the mouth. Puked everywhere. So this is like 7-ish, 7:30. I ended up being in bed like 9 o'clock. So I got like 3.5 hours of sleep.
Oh, he was grumpy as shit.
Maybe I slipped up and said I love you because I say I love you all the time to Brett.
Oh, somebody's kissing my ass at this point.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
fucking sweet.
Find the good one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
That's so sweet. Clearly. Yeah. So anyways, he puked everywhere. And then, okay, it gets better. So in fact, he said his stomach hurt, and he hadn't pooped. So today, finally, we got worried about him, and she took him to the doctor. And they said he'll finally go to the bathroom, when he's ready. They don't really worry about it unless it's been several days, right? So they said get him the little enemas, basically little suppository things,
Oh, this is going to be funny.
Oy vey. So we give him a suppository. I did it because Lindsay won't do it. And it was, I mean,
What was the conversation leading up to
Let me
this?
say this. Let me preface the suppository with this. When he goes to the bathroom, when he has to take a dump, he'll like hide. I hope little ass licker is okay. Or ass kicker. Jesus Christ. Anyways, he would go and hide, in like a corner.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll poop. Well,
and that's a sign that you need to start doing the potty train. Mandy talked to me about this.
We've been working on it, the potty training thing. But anyway, usually he just goes and poops and comes and say, I poop, whatever. Okay, so we changed the diaper. Well, today he went to try to poop and he started screaming. Oh, he's really backed up, right? Screaming. He's like coming in the fucking living room, running, like dancing and shit. Like, my butt hurts. Like, what hurts? And he goes, my butt, pointing his little ass. And so finally, I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm giving him an enema. So I put him up on the table, the kitchen table. That's where we change diapers. That's on the kitchen table. Not kidding. We have a baby changing thing. Put him up on there. I didn't even tell him what was going to happen. I threw his little legs back and just squeezed it and done, pulled him up, held it up so it would drain in.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes later, dude, I heard he fucking, dude, this kid farted so loud it sounded like a fucking grown man. It was like, I mean, it was bad, dude. It was a,
What do you want to know,
oh,
Lindsay?
man, it was like that. It was bad. So finally, he shits. And let me tell you, it smelled worse than my worst White Castle poo.
No, that's doubtful.
No, it was. Lindsay can verify. It was disgusting.
Well, he is your kid. So.
And Lindsay's not feeling the best either. So I was like, I'll change him, whatever. So I took him over there. And
yeah, I know you're reading that comment. We'll get to it in a second. Keep going.
We'll get there. And I took his diaper off, and let me tell you, I don't know how that large mass came out of that little ass. I'm not shitting you. It was the size of my fist. The lump of shit that came out of that poor kid.
Be proud of him.
I felt bad for him.
Well, but be proud of him now.
Oh, man.
He's got a lot to live up to. He is your kid.
Opiates, constipation, and a very cranky Brit after a few days. I offered to shove it up there. You got to put him on all fours, though. Stick it in. A little bit of.
She kept on saying that she wanted to. And she didn't want to. But, dude, I didn't realize how bad opioids would just fucking rip your ass.
Yeah, that's why when you take opiates, you're supposed to take a stool softener with them.
They never gave me anything. Matter of fact, the whole thing with the shoulder surgery, they sent my medications to Grove City, not to anything here in town. So that was a whole ordeal. But Mandy did very good with keeping me somewhat happy. I remember when the painkillers kicked out. You didn't have shoulder surgery for yours yet, have you?
No.
Pray to God you never do, because when it lets loose, man, it is so bad. Like, it feels like God is ripping your shoulder off at that point in time. Vanilla.
Do what?
Oh, Lindsay is going ahead and getting into my love life at this point in time. Maybe I should just shut up.
I like vanilla.
In the bedroom.
I just like vanilla.
I'm more of a strawberry guy. Giggity.
In Mexico, Aiden was more of a chocolate guy. Little girls loved him down there. I'm telling you, man.
Well, okay, so were you in actual Cancun or
we were in the hotel zone in Cancun?
How was it down there? Like,
okay, the resort was nice for being a family resort. That makes sense.
In other words, all the other times that I know you've gone somewhere, it's always been the adult only, correct?
Yes. Well, except for Majestic, but we didn't have a kid then either.
I thought Majestic was adult only. No, it was half and half.
They had half adult only. They had adult only pools, adult only side, then the other side was.
Yeah, because of the bar side, where we spent a lot of time at the walk up or the swim up pool.
Well, Majestic had swim ups on both sides. But the one pool where the families can go is a lot larger than the other side, than where the adults only was.
Because on the family side, that's when they had the foam thing and all that.
Yeah, the big pool.
Yeah,
like she said, we usually go the bougie route, adults only. That's usually what we do.
But you're a family now, so you go.
Right. Well,
when are you guys going to Disney?
I'm not going to Disney.
Yeah, you're going to go to Disney. You're going to go to Disney.
I'm not going to a place where they refuse to say the words boy or girl. Fuck that place.
Lindsay, are you guys going to go to Disney?
No, we're not. We don't pay them shit. Except Disney Plus because Aiden likes Disney movies.
Yep. So be prepared. You're going to go to Disney.
I'm not spending $1,000 to go to that fucking shit.
You wish it was $1,000, man.
I don't even want to know how much it is.
We've looked at it, but thank God the kids have sort of gotten to that point. Yeah. Hi, Addison. Hi, Mason. I know you guys are listening in on this at this point in time. But they went ahead and they sort of were like, we'd rather go either to a beach or we'd go Universal or someplace like that.
Yeah, right. Dig it, man. I mean, dude, I would rather be on a beach any day. But anyways, the hotel zone's nice. The water's pretty, blue color. Like it's nice. But it's like the beach there, they've had so many hurricanes and shit. It's so eroded away. The beach is actually short, like narrow,
like shorter than the one that was down Dominican, like so that everybody's listening, they'll understand.
Well, the Dominican beach is long because it goes all the way back and they have all the huts.
That's what I was getting at.
No, that's nothing like that.
I was going to say it's about a half football field length. So how long was this one?
Maybe 25 yards.
Oh, shit.
Not even 50. No, it's short. And it's that whole section through the hotel zones like that.
Really?
Yeah, because of the hurricanes, they eroded the beach away so much.
You know, another place you don't ever want to go to, because I was down there and I found this out. Destin, Florida. Anybody ever gone to Destin? I was staying at a Hilton that wasn't right on the beach. Dude, every other hotel there has their own section of the beach roped off. You can't go on there. And I didn't know. I thought that was just a myth that you can rope off and keep people off the parts of the beach. I thought if it was a beach, it was public land. But no, not at Destin. They got ropes. You can't go across it anywhere.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
There is Destin. I think Fort Walton's better than Destin, I think, beach-wise.
Where's that at?
It's one down the way.
Like down south?
I think it would be more like toward it would be east. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Fort Walton's east of Destin, I believe. But if anybody on here is from Florida, you can probably point me in the right direction there. But yeah, we've looked to go on there. The water there is beautiful. I mean, the clear water and the white sand beaches are nice.
Sarasota. If I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna go Sarasota. It's just gorgeous there.
The fuck's in Sarasota?
Tyler Justice.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That, and I've just always been there, and it's always been beautiful. It's always been nice.
When Bill Klein lived in Clearwater, well, he lived in north of Clearwater.
Bradenton, Sarasota, Tampa.
No, Tampa's right now.
Palmetto.
Not Palmetto. That's where Nate Justice. That's where Nate lives. Is Palmetto.
Nate and Tyler both live in Palmetto. Yes.
Spring Hill. Bill lived in Spring Hill years ago. I went down there.
We can't move. We have kids that are tied to this area.
Yeah, I'd be all about moving to Florida right now if I could.
Walmart's down there.
But Walmart's everywhere. What do you mean?
You're a trucking dad, man. You can go down to Florida
and work for Target.
No, Walmart's down there. You can drive for Walmart down there.
I wouldn't want to drive for Walmart. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my bad.
Dumbass, you drunk.
No, I'm not drunk. I'm just going ahead and I'm forgetting that there's people that are actually listening while I'm here.
He's drunk.
No.
I got a buzz. Anyways, yeah, Florida. I would go to Florida in a heartbeat. But anyway, we've been on here an hour, so.
Actually, an hour and 12 minutes.
Well, that's how long I've been live for, because I was playing my live video, waiting, my countdown video, waiting for you to get here, because he had to go back and pick out my badass hat here. Let's see. It says Guinness on it. I'll hold it up there by the screen. Anyway, guys, Chris lives in Spring Hill, I think. Yeah, that's what you said, Spring Hill. If you're reading this, get the fuck. Okay, her friend lives in Spring Hill. Yep. I don't know, man. The whole gun control thing's bothering me. Elon Musk said some stupid shit trying to trigger people. He's a fucking troll.
He's not a troll.
No, he's a fucking troll. He's like troll level Donald Trump. Yeah, for sure. So anyways, guys, I want to thank Bubba for joining us since he's still home. I'd like to thank you again, too, for helping us out while we were gone on vacation.
It's fine, man. It's no big deal.
This guy came over here every day to let my dogs out, except the weekend because he was busy, which is fine.
Well, but the dogs were with other people at that time, correct? Or was I misunderstood?
Thanks for letting my dogs out, Bubba. Appreciate it. We'll talk off the air about that one. No, thanks to my mom and Jay for letting them stay there with you guys at night. And Andy, if you're listening, thanks for coming over in the morning, letting the dogs out. We appreciated it.
Where the hell's he at anymore, by the way?
Andy?
Yeah, I haven't seen him forever.
He just called me on the way. He was on the way home from Zeke's. I was supposed to go down to Zeke's house for a party tonight. Zeke commented there. He said he was drunk, which I 100% believe. The uncorking, yeah, he said that about Aiden's butt. Andy lives up the road from us now, just up on not Cook Yankee Town. He lives up here on the corner, that way north.
Old Springfield.
No, I want further up past. Oh man,
We'll just leave it up north.
I'm fucking wasted. I think about drunk. So, yeah. Anyway, I forget where I was going with that too. I'm buzzed, dude. I really am. I haven't been like this in a long time. Anyways, Bubba is definitely MVP. We definitely thank you guys for doing all that for us. So anyways, everybody, like I said, always keep it between the mush and the mayonnaise, and drive fast and take chances. Bubba, you got anything else to say?
No. I think you said it all, and we'll see how things go. And maybe I'll catch you in a few weeks because I'm going to be heading out on Tuesday. So I'll probably send you a few messages.
Hey, anytime, man. You're more than welcome to be out here. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. And we will talk to you next Tuesday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Truckin Dad Chronicles. Make sure you check us out, share our posts, and check us out at www.thetruckindad.com. From there, you can subscribe to all our forms of media.
And
you can
share.
Share. And definitely check us out. We appreciate it. Tell your friends. Anyways, once again, keep between the mush and the mayonnaise, and we will talk to you all next week. Peace.
See you guys.